Oh, what tangled webs we weave, and when first we pretend to believe. Okay, chapter 15 of Exodus. Now the war song. Onward Jacobite soldiers, we killed an army of Egyptians. Through the pricks in the sea, I will build temples for the God of our fathers. Verse 3, the Lord, the warrior Lord is his name. End quote. Glory to the warlord, he slaughtered our enemy. They drowned like rats. I will kill all in my way. I will strike them down with my sword, steal from them all they have. Our warlord is the overlord. No lord is greater. Our future enemies tremble in fear forever and ever. The 1,000,002 women sang and danced to the new men's club song of fear of the Lord and genocide to all not in the immediate family. Verse 20, then Miriam the prophetess, Aaron's sister, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her and danced with timbrels. And Miriam chanted for them, sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. Horse and driver he has hurled into the sea. End quote. Wasn't Miriam also the wife of Aaron? Verse 26. He said, if you will heed the Lord your God diligently, doing what is upright in his sight, giving ear to his commandments, and keeping all his laws, then I will not bring upon you any of the diseases that I brought upon the Egyptians, for I, the Lord, am your healer. End quote. In thousands of years, wars would rage before any research was made into what disease even was. Here we must note that Islam was a little better in science and research, even if the religion was still just more holy war ramble. Verse 27, and they came to Elim, where there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there beside the water. And for what were 70 trees good to millions of slaves in the hot sun, where animals and human waste boiled and filled the air with methane? And still there are billions who don't read but believe holy books. A few days later, they ain't got no water, so they gotta find some. Verse 24, what shall we drink? Goat piss? Had they not found water in the desert, more than 3 million people would die. Several million animals. They found a little pond, threw in a piece of wood to purify it, and the millions drank. Well, you run out of logic pretty quick when you try to figure out how much water would you need for 6 million people. How many animals would they have? 30 million animals? Well, let's just say they have 20 million animals. It can't be done. You cannot give them all water. There's just not that much water in the desert. So, it's a lie. Now that we have exposed this as a lie, can we have it noted that anyone who says this is a truth is offending human beings with a brain? This is very, very offensive. Extremely offensive. In fact, it sometimes makes me quite angry when people say, there is one true God. There is one lying prick God. And there is no God. There are assholes writing books to say there is. There has been no proof, no indication, and still people proclaim there is one true God. There may be countless bent gods. I could buy that. Very bent. Extremely bent. Somewhat demented bent. Demented bent. Okay, so anyway, they slaughtered a few people and they make a song. And Moses promises them if they obey every law that he makes, then nothing bad will happen. And of course, it works the other way. If something bad happens, then obviously you must have broken one of the laws. And all you have to do is make so many laws that it's impossible not to break one of them, that you can always say, well, he died because he broke the law.